Oh no, we're not pulling you out from your front seat and of the.
Last year, the Green Archers hit a bullseye twice in a row, leaving the Blue Eagles wounded. This year, a whole new ball game is about to unfold. Changes in the lineup of both squads definitely spell the difference. Today, De La Salle meets Ateneo. Without Webb, Patrimonio, Magpantay, and Espinosa, the Green Archers are sure to rely on its veterans, Telan, Roca, Tan, Bautista, and Trillo. Ateneo, on the other hand, has acquired a center in the person of Gabby, who has exhibited flair so far in the series. To back up dynamic duo Rentosa and Verayo, who always play a good game against their rivals. On top of this lineup change are the fresh strategies and styles of their new coaches, anchoring the boys to another historic UAAP chapter.
We have to play both half-court and fast break kind of game. We just have to, how do you say, to incorporate both types of game. We have to play maybe average of both or good at both so we can get to be competitive.
If we play hard, I think we'll beat them. Basically, we've got to play good defense, and we probably will have to up the tempo for this game.
So who would it be this time? Will it be blue or green? Will the Blue Eagles soar to heights where the Green Archers' arrows dared not reach? Or will the Green Archers shoot into their rivals, leaving a scar so deep? Just wait and see in this year's battle between Ateneo and De La Salle.
Good afternoon. I know you have a front seat view of what's happening in the Olympics. Of course, we're all praying as a country for Mansueto Velasco, and we hope the Philippines gets its first gold medal ever at the Olympics. In the meantime, a pleasant break for you. After all, it's only Ateneo versus Lasal Seniors Division ball game right here at the Araneta Coliseum. I'm Jimmy Javier Waki Trillo. He's here right beside me. Last year, Ateneo met De La Salle, and it was 2 losses by the Ateneans. A 5-point win in the first round and then an 8-point loss by the Ateneans in the second round.
That's true. Jim, good afternoon, basketball fans. A very nice game we're going to see here because De La Salle has some more experienced players. Both Ateneo and La Salle have deep benches. Now, I think what Ateneo will have to do is keep the ball game score low. Maybe in the early 60s, 62, 64, they have a chance to win because they can't go mano a mano with La Salle. La Salle has a very deep offensive bench as far as that's concerned. But more importantly, I think we've got new coaches for both teams.
Yeah, something that both teams have to contend with. We have to contend with new coaches. De La Salle has Jong Uichico and Ricky Palou for the Ateneo. Ricky Palou graduated in 1971, and this is Jong Uichico, played for De La Salle in 1979 to 84, has more coaching experience on that side of the matchup for this afternoon in the seniors division ball game.
Okay, I'm sure you're
Ricky Palou played in high school for the Ateneo for 2 years and was a varsity player in college for 4 years, played for San Miguel in what was then the MIC AA. So once again, the new coaches for both Ateneo and De La Salle.
Now I'm sure you also want to see the team stats here. And of course for La Salle, they've been shooting 79% from the floor, Ateneo 78%, rebounds 39 La Salle, Ateneo 46, and assists 23 to 16. That's in favor of La Salle. Key players, let's have the key players on screens. Okay, La Salle right there, those are 5 players that can play the positions very well. Of course, Bautista, Roca, Tan, Trillo, Telan. Lots of rebounds too. And then let's go over to the Ateneo. Right there, Verayo, Cui, Rentosa, Brandon Sison, and Pinson. So as you see, it's very even at this stage between these 2 ball clubs. Though La Salle is sporting a 2-0 count, Ateneo with a 1-1 count. Okay, let's have the matchup now. We've got a matchup for you. Maoi Roca versus Gabby Cui. These are the 2 main men for both squads. Maoi Roca, 14 points, Gabby with 15, 11 rebounds and 10, 2-2. So how close can you get? That's about as even as you can get, Jim. So we're going to see a very, very beautiful game. Never mind if La Salle is 2-0, Ateneo 1-1. Ateneo La Salle, you throw everything out the window, Jim, and you start anew.
So what are the odds for this afternoon's ball game in the seniors division? From my partner and from me, fairly even. We'll be back. yes, they packed it in here at the Araneta Coliseum for this Ateneo de la Salle ball game, seniors division, and they're calling the first 5 for the Blue Eagles.
Actually, it's the whole team they're calling, Jimmy. We already have Rentosa, Cui, Acosta, Camintuan, Pinzon, Arespa Cochaga, and now we have Tioseco is being called in. Jean Michael Alabanza in his rookie year. We have Brandon Sison, of course, the twins. That's John Gusto Verayo.
Number 15, Paul Tanchi.
Paul Tanchi, a rookie, is being called in
Number
also.
16, Lawrence Mumar.
And Lawrence Mumar, of course, the son of Connie Reyes, Larry Mumar. Brian Sison, and Mark Adrian Reyes. That completes the team for the Ateneo.
And the lineup of De La Salle will be called.
De La Salle University.
Let's see who they'll
Number
start
4,
out.
Robert Michael Ruiz.
Robert
Number
Michael
5,
Rios, actually.
Dominic Philip Uy.
And then Dominic Uy,
Number
who
6,
should be one of
Junicio
the
Valerio.
starting men for the Green Archers. Junicio Valerio.
Martin Grau.
Then Martin Grau.
Number 8,
Charles Avelosa has a brother who also played for De La Salle. Maoi Roca. Now a screen name, by the way. Luigi Trillo, the designated point guard now for De La Salle. And Dino Aldeguer will help them out, who's a rookie from Bacolod. Calijohn Orfrecio is number 12, and Mark Clemens Telan. Then Don Carlos Aliado, he has been so far an excellent addition to De La Salle. And then there's Francis Zamora, son of the congressman from San Juan, Tyrone Bautista, and Chris Tan to complete the lineup, the whole lineup for the De La Salle Green Archers. The Green Archers are coached by Jong Wichiko, and of course helping them out, scouting for them is Ron Jacobs, not a scout for a college squad, and Ricky Palu is being helped out by Chris Kalila. Our referees for this ball game will be Rafael Britannico and Oji Ramos.
Right, Jimmy, and assistant coach to John Uchiko is Jun Chonko, who, by the way, he also coaches the women's team, and La Salle defeated Ateneo's women's team earlier, so it's all squared at 1-1. The junior team of Ateneo winning over La Salle.
As we earlier looked at Ron Jacobs, and right behind him, he's probably seated on the wrong side of the stadium, because we had Connie Reyes Mumar, who's rooting for her son here, right behind Ron Jacobs.
Well, talking about Mumar, he is going to start this ball game for Ateneo. Brandon Sison, Verayo, Cui, Mumar, and Tioseco. La Salle will have Orfrecio, Roca, Telan, Trillo, and Bautista.
Should be a wonderful ball game as you take a break of watching the Olympics in your front seat here at PTV4. After all, this is the year for sports here on Channel 4. Orfrecio, Roca, Telan, Trillo, and Bautista. Brandon Sison on one side, John Verayo, Gabby Cui, L.A. Mumar, and Tioseco. The tip-off is brought to you by Petron Gasoline, the breakthrough Petron with XCS, the power shift. Welcome once again to the Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum, for the Ateneo De La Salle ball game, seniors division. This is just the third week of the 59th UAAP season. Some pushing going on between L.A. Mumar and Luigi Trillo. Tap won by Orfrecio. That tap brought to you by Petron.
Towering jump there by Telan. And La Salle's first ball possession here.
Trillo in the lane, lays up. Doesn't break the ice. Rebound will be taken by L.A. Mumar. Trillo chasing him down, and he gives it to Tioseco. Tioseco passes off to John Verayo. With 22 on the clock, Verayo missing from the left side. Rebound taken. De La Salle's Orfrecio, Trillo, and now Mark Telan with a layup. Yes!
So LaSalle speeding up the ball game, Jimmy, right here in the opening minute. And you know, we have the crowd on their feet again. They've got seats, they paid for the seats, but they're all standing up here.
Tioseco takes a jumper offline. Tyrone Bautista commits the first foul of the ball game.
That's right. Bautista with the foul here. So that's going to send Tioseco to the line. Okay, let's see. Tioseco shoots. Number 10 man shoots 100% so far from the free throw line. 2 of 2. Misses his first, however.
Tioseco is 19 years old. Played for the Ateneo junior squad. His favorite player is Larry Bird. He cans the second charity. And it's a one-point ball game with De La Salle ahead. And with possession, Luigi Trillo, the point guard, moves over to the right side. Tyrone Bautista popped off a screen by Maoi Roca. And there's Orfrecio and now Mark Telan. Left side, Luigi Trillo, cut by Roca. Mishandles it, gives it back to Mark Clemens. Telan, this jumper, offline. Tyrone Bautista gets the rebound. Tap by Telan, follow-up by Maoi Roca. He finds the floor, he gets the basket. They've got a three-point lead.
Very strong rebounding by the last lights here through Telan and Roca.
Sison to L.A. Mumar. We do recall the UST ball game when L.A. Mumar was fielded in. Lucky break and then the fast break, and that netted the Ateneans a pair of points and gave them the lead towards the end of the ball game. As Maoi Roca gets that rebound off an Ateneo miss. 18 minutes and 16 remaining. We're still in the first half. Luigi Trillo, Tyrone Bautista, 19 seconds on the shot clock. Orfrecio to Mark Clemens, Telan. No cutters. This is Maoi Roca. Inside, Tyrone Bautista. Orfrecio mishandles it, hits his foot. L.A. Mumar brings it down quickly. Tioseco on the left side. Brandon Sison gets it. It's kicked back to L.A. Mumar, and they slow things down. The small point guard against Luigi Trillo of De La Salle. Now John Verayo takes this jumper. Nothing there. Gabby gets the rebound.
The foul is going to go against Maoi Roca. Foul on Gabby. Well, Gabby will have to start using his body inside because we've got Roca and Telan there. There was the foul.
59th season of the UAAP. Would like to thank Pen Shop, now celebrating a decade of ideas and expression in one voice. Nike, just do it. In Islacom icon paging system by Islacom, the official pager of the UAAP games. Inside play, Gabby. It finally drops in. Ateneo down by 1, 4-3. De La Salle has the basketball, 17 and 31 remaining.
Jimmy, that's what they'll have to do. Give that ball inside, down low to Gabby.
Maoi Roca, defense stumbling down, too strong a shot. John Verayo picks it up, gives it to L.A. Mumar. Fresh shot clock. They've got 24 seconds now to set up Gabby against Maoi Roca. Once again, the inside move, and it drops in.
Exactly the same play they did earlier. The double team effort will have to come on Gabby, a very strong player inside.
Ateneans now lead by 1, but it's still too early to tell. 16 minutes and 51. Orfrecio to the left side, Mark Telan. 16 on their shot clock, Maoi Roca. Now Luigi Trillo inside the lane. The pass inside, Maoi Roca. Bobbling, but converting, and getting a foul off Gabby.
That's a foul on Gabby. He'll have to watch it now because he likes to play physical inside. But if the referee starts blowing the whistle, he'll start getting those fouls. And
look at this replay.
Yes.
That's an excellent pass by Luigi Trillo after defense went down. And then Roca snaring the foul, getting the points, and now this extra charity on the 4.5-meter line for probably his 5th point of the ball game. Yes! 7-5 our score. De La Salle by 2. Ateneans have the basketball. Sison brings it down, not L.A. Mumar. He's well covered by Orfrecio. Tioseco inside the lane, bobbled. Mumar for this left-hander. Offline, Maoi Roca. No one there to contest the rebound. Luigi Trillo. Push-up basketball. Tyrone Bautista pops one up using the glass. He's in the scoreboard.
Well, Tyrone Bautista is the leading scorer for his team. averaging 23 points a ball game.
9-5 is our score. 4-point De La Salle lead. John Verayo squeezing inside. Gabby Cui again converting. 6 points for Gabby Cui inside the shaded lane.
6 points for Gabby, 5 for Maoi Roca.
15 minutes and 53 remaining in this game. Orfrecio, Maoi Roca. Bautista inside. Pushed away a bit by John Verayo. 14 on their shot clock. Luigi Trillo against LA Mumar. Very tight, little short. Gabby Cui for the rebound.
Right.
LA Mumar to John Verayo. Looks down, no teammate there. Pass inside. Is this Tioseco? No, Gabby Cui once again. 8 points for the big man. So the Blue Eagles.
I'll tell you, LaSalle might have to go to man zone defense to contain Gabby Cui, who's running berserk here in the early goings.
This ball game is tied for the first time. 9-9. John Verayo commits the foul.
Yes, he acknowledges that foul of Tyrone Bautista. First foul for John Verayo.
Coming in is Chris Tan for De La Salle, replacing Orfrecio.
Time remaining 15 minutes and 14 seconds in this first half. So we're all tied at 9. Gabby Cui with 8 points in the ball game.
Chris Tan has got his mom watching him and his stepdad and I believe it's his step-grandma. And this jumper by, rather lackadaisical jumper by Mark Telan, second of the ball game. Ateneans lose possession at the baseline. A bobble by LA Mumar. Good hustle by Luigi Trillo. Baseline inbound for De La Salle. Fresh shot clock. It goes to Tyrone Bautista. Picked up by John Verayo. Now Luigi Trillo has the basketball. Bautista is setting up inside. Maoi Roca passes to Telan. Again, another jumper by Telan this time. It drops in. 1 of 3 from the field.
Right, and Jim, we noticed about LaSalle, they're very systematic with their half-court offense, huh?
Gabby Cui, it's tapped back to Sison. No one there for the Ateneans. Too high a pass for Gabby Cui. 11-9, a 2-point lead for the Archers. That mistake by Sison, Chris Calijohn, thinking things together with Coach Ricky Palou.
And Danny Francisco is helping out too, formerly with the Blue Eagles, of course.
Tyrone Bautista, good follow away, again uses the glass. He will get his share of points in this ball game. 14 minutes and 16 remaining in this half. A 4-point lead for De La Salle. John Verayo takes this jumper. 2 bounces and it goes to Chris Tan. Deliberate dribble, gives it to Tyrone Bautista. Roca joins the play. Trillo on the right side. Roca pops out of the pick by Trillo. The ball goes over to Chris Tan. This jumper. Trillo gets the rebound against LA Mumar.
Well, there's a mismatch as far as height is concerned there. And Trillo will just block those boards of Mumar.
13 minutes and 40. Still now a 6-point lead for the Archers. LA Mumar well covered. 17 on the shot clock. Tioseco against Tyrone Bautista. John Verayo setting up a pick and he gets the basketball. Inside pass to Sison, rather tight. Stolen by Tan. Now with Roca. This is Trillo. 3-on-1. Trillo once again. Good fake by Trillo. Excellent shot inside.
Well, he recovered time there. This was a low pass he gave up. And LaSalle with an 8-point lead. We've got a timeout. We'll be back.
Manpower change for the Ateneans. We've got Pamintuan inside, Rentosa and Sandy Respapachaga for the Blue Eagles. 13 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in this half. Gabby Cui to Rentosa. Rentosa inside, nothing there. Mark Telan for the rebound. Luigi Trillo looks down. Bautista is on his left. Roca is setting up on the right side. Tan gives it to him. 22 on the clock. And Maoi Roca's blocked by Ryan Pamintuan. Rentosa to John Verayo. This shot also blocked by Tristan, who celebrates that piece of defense with 12 minutes and 41 remaining.
Pinzon is coming in for Verayo, and both Ryan Pamintuan and Tristan rejoicing over those shot blocks of theirs.
Sandy Arespacochaga to Gabby Cui, now to Pinzon, then this is Ventosa. This shot, nothing there. 17-9 is the score. De La Salle ahead. Ball's underneath. Maui Roca.
Biggest lead for the De La Salle Green Archers now. 10 points.
On a 10-0 run by the Archers. 19-9, Gabby Cui. Early points for Gabby Cui. Sandy Arespacochaga to Ryan Pamintuan. Now Junior Ventosa. This shot doesn't drop. He was fouled though by Tyrone Bautista.
That's going to be number 2 on Tyrone Bautista.
Good pass inside. Bautista not quick to react on that layup. It did drop for Ventosa. He'll be at the stripe.
Oh yes, he's a very important man for La Salle. So he'll have to be lifted now. Orfrecio, who started the game, is back in this ball game. Junior Ventosa. Let's see his stats here. Well, he scores his first. Ventosa averaging close to 10 points a ball game and 4.5 assists.
2 for 2 from the stripe for Ventosa. The battle between these universities will extend to the campuses this year with the launching of Kodakansa UAAP photo contest sponsored by Kodak, and the winner of the best photograph will take home 10,000 pesos, plus an additional 10,000 will be given to the university's favorite charity. Kodakansa UAAP, it drops in for Mark Telan.
So Telan has 6 points in this ball game. And that rotation of La Salle has been working wonders for them. Very systematic.
Sandy Arespacochaga in and out. His crossover dribble, bobbled, but picked up by Gabby Cui. The pass to Tonichi Pinzon, tight to Gabby Cui, and he converts. Is it 10 points for Gabby Cui? Oh yes, well inside. 21-13 is the score. De La Salle by 8. With 11 minutes and 15 remaining. Tristan, Luigi Trillo, Orfrecio can't pass off to Maui Roca. There is Mark Telan inside. He's fouled. Is it Arespacochaga? Oh yes.
Sandy Arespacochaga will pick up that personal right there.
You can see his jersey taking up most of the space at the back, just for all of the letters of his name.
That's right.
Mark Telan missing.
A bit weak in that first attempt of his. Telan averages 86% from there. So that's a high stat.
So it's now 22-13. We take this opportunity to send our condolences to the late Commissioner Leandro Verceles and the family of Congressman Leandro Verceles Jr. We hope, as far as Mrs. Verceles is concerned, that the baby's fine, and I hope the baby's out already as we look at that piece of action from the Blue Eagles to make it 22-15.
Well, in fact, that was Sandy Arespacochaga with a spin move and got the foul off Tristan. Maui Roca given a breather now by Dominic Uy.
While you're watching the action here in the first half, there will be a few things to look forward to at halftime on our small feature between the second and third quarter. Arespacochaga rejoicing after those conversions from the stripe. 22-16. It's a 6-point ball game. De La Salle on top. 10 minutes and 49 remaining. Tristan takes this jumper a little short. Ventosa will get the rebound. Dribbled down. Tonichi Pinzon, too tall. But then he went on inside.
And what a struggle.
Missed that layup.
Yes, what a struggle for the boards we're having here between these two teams.
Gabby Cui won't take that jumper. Sandy Arespacochaga inside, out to Junior Ventosa. All net for Ventosa. 22-19. Just a 3-point ball game. Luigi Trillo, Orfrecio. Tristan can pass inside. There's Ryan Pamintuan on Mark Telan. Luigi Trillo against Rentosa. It's a steal on a bobble by Orfrecio. Tonichi Pinzon and Rentosa. Pinzon, ball fake, and then this shot. It drops in.
So it's
What a move by the rookie.
And it's Ateneo's turn to make a run. And we've got a timeout being called here by Coach John Chico.
Ateneo versus La Salle, 22-21. De La Salle by only 1 point. It was an 11-3 blast. Another steal by the Ateneans. Batman Robin tandem of Pinzon and Rentosa. They get it back on quick hands and good ball positioning by Rentosa. This handoff to Ryan Pamintuan. The jumper is good from the left side. Ateneans get the lead finally.
Jimmy,
23-22.
One thing working for Ateneo now is that they're hustling a lot. They're hustling much more than the last nights are.
Orfrecio to Telan. 17 on the clock. Telan unleashing. Bounces out. Gabby for the rebound.
And then again, there will be no players now from LaSalle for the offensive boards. 10-0 run by the Ateneo.
So it's been tit for tat. Ryan Pamintuan, straight from the juniors division, 2 straight baskets here in the seniors division. His first game against De La Salle as a senior player. 25-22. Ateneo by 3.
Well, Pamintuan has settled down here in the senior division.
Dominic Oy is inside. Cristan earlier started for De La Salle. This turnaround, it bounces out. Gabby for the rebound once again.
Not too much ball movement now on the part of LaSalle.
Pinzon waiting for teammates. Doesn't take the shot. Sandy Pacochaga wants things set up. Junior Rentosa. Earlier the conversion, this time a miss. And then the foul underneath. Who pushed off? Was it Maui Roca?
It's Dominic
or
Oy.
Dominic Oy?
Yes, Dominic Oy will pick up that foul. Team foul situation here, 4 for LaSalle, 3 for Ateneo. Only the first personal for Dominic Uy. 8 minutes and 15 seconds remain here at the half. Telan and Trillo are lifted by Bautista and Roca.
And Dominic Oy had his left arm on the neck of Gabby and that is the reason for that infraction. And the whistle blown by our referees, Rafael Britannico and Oji Ramos, on top of this ball game. 2 fakes and then the pass by Pinzon inside Pamintuan. The bobble by that 2-man tandem. Gabby loses it to Cristan and dribbles down. Tyrone Bautista, ball fake. Cristan nowhere to pass to on the left side. Overload on the right. Orfrecio moves over to the left side and gets the basketball. 14 on the clock. Cristan for this shot. The miss. Orfrecio, the offensive rebound.
Good positioning by Orfrecio. And he had the put back there.
Ateneo by 1, 25-24. You recall a win by the Ateneans over UST. But that doesn't make them favorites in this ball game. Air ball by the Ateneans. Orfrecio to Cristan. The fancy dribble is stopped a bit by Tonichi Pinzon. Early in their shot clock, Bautista unleashing and Ryan Pamintuan for the foul underneath.
Yes, the push. He pushed away someone. Green Archer right there. So Gabby gets his rest here. We have John Verayo in the ballgame. He's exploded with 8 straight points to finish with 10 points so far. That's Gabby.
We have 7 minutes and 17 remaining in this first half. Ateneo by 1. Make that De La Salle by 1 now with that score underneath.
Nobody Mike Tyrone Bautista there.
No crossover dribble for Rentosa. Well covered by Orfrecio. De La Salle has a chance to pad this 1-point lead. 26-25. They've got 20 on their shot clock. Tyrone Bautista. Dominic Oy. Cristan's asking for it. That's a mismatch against
you're right.
Tonichi Pinzon.
There is a mismatch there. That is correct.
Good pass inside. Foiled by Rentosa, but with a foul as the whistle was blown. Rentosa commits foul number 1. Baseline inbound for De La Salle. Referee wants it on that side of the hard court underneath the basket. They've got a set play for this one. Cristan passes off. Tyrone Bautista. Dominic Oy. Orfrecio. This is a tall lineup for De La Salle. Orfrecio to Maui Roca, who is playing outside underneath. Dominic Oy. Nothing there. John Verayo taps it out.
That was very clear that John Verayo tapped that ball out. Well, without Gabby, they'll have to work extra hard here to get those boards. Because Gabby has been averaging over 10 boards a game. Tyrone Bautista is left open again.
Uses the glass. That's the third time he uses the glass and it drops in.
8 points now for Tyrone Bautista.
28-25. Pass inside. It's intended for Sandy Respacochaga. Touch last by Tyrone Bautista. Time remaining in this ball game, 6 minutes and 16. And De La Salle has a 3-point lead.
Right, in the first half. And Rentosa is open for the three, doesn't sink it.
That was Pinzon, and the ball was retrieved by Tyrone Bautista. Sandy Respacochaga committed the foul.
His second. Well, that was a timely timeout that Coach Jong Uchiko called when Ateneo went up by 3 points. And this team has settled down and have started running the half-court offense again.
Kristan takes the jumper. Yes, finally. Good reason to celebrate. De La Salle now has a 5-point lead, 30-25, with 5 minutes and 51 remaining. Junior Rentosa, Ryan Pamintuan takes a jumper. It drops in.
He has been had from the floor, 6 points from about 15 to 20 feet. That's Ryan Pamintuan. So his man will have to sag out on him.
That's a good omen for Coach Chris Kalilan. Ryan Pamintuan played center for the juniors division. Played his shots closer to the basket, the seniors division. Perimeter jumpers dropping in for him. Maui Roca's fouled by Ryan Pamintuan. He's got to watch his fouls.
Number 2 will be called on Ryan Pamintuan here.
There's a pass inside by Orfrecio on a cut. Ryan bumps Maui. We've got a timeout. We'll be back.
You're watching Silver Star Sports.
Live action from the Araneta Coliseum. Ateneo versus De La Salle. De La Salle's on top by 3, 30-27. We've got 5 minutes and 19 remaining. Inbound for the Green Archers. This is Tyrone Bautista. Maui Roca, this jumper, yes!
Right, and we saw earlier the coaching staff of Ateneo put in Brian Sison for Pinzon, since they noticed that they were being out-rebounded. They want a taller team.
14 of 29, 11 of 26. John Verayo from the free throw line, but off a jumper, 32-29.
Only 4 minutes and 45 seconds remain here. Right there in the screens. We're talking about the first half. Again, that rotation by La Salle. They're being more patient now.
Dominic Uy against John Verayo, posting up. This turnaround over the top. Rebound is taken by Junior Rentosa in between defenders. He brings it down. 3-on-3, Rentosa. Puts it up.
How did
It drops down.
How did that sink, huh?
And that fast break play was brought to you by Jollibee. Walang kasing sarap.
How did that ball go in? Just took it strong inside. Third foul on Tyrone Bautista.
God smiling on Junior Rentosa here at the Araneta Coliseum.
That's right. Telan coming in for Dominic Uy. Rentosa is a 75% free throw shooter.
Shots like that, welcome anytime, especially in an Ateneo versus De La Salle ball game, especially if it affords you a chance to tie up the ball game. 32-32, 4 minutes and 16 remaining. This is only the second deadlock. Kristan once again earlier, he converted from there. Rebound, well contested underneath. Maui Roca.
Very strong rebounder inside, especially the offensive side. Huh?
Rentosa, Sison. This jumper by Sison. Air ball. Telan's right there. De La Salle by 2. Tyrone Bautista. Kristan, the cut by Roca. Mark Telan, inside move. What a move by Telan. And then it was too strong
Ateneo really pushing the ball up very quickly now.
Tioseco for this jumper. Mark Telan does not like himself for fouling Tioseco.
That's going to be 3 for Tioseco from the free throw line. And we've got Bautista resting now because he's got 3 personals against him.
Luigi Trillo checks in. He replaced Tyrone Bautista. De La Salle by 2, 34-32 with 3 minutes and 31. And Tioseco at the stripe.
He can give Ateneo the lead here should he sink all 3.
No basket on the first attempt. 3-on-3. Francis Tioseco. He's 19 years old. Favorite players Larry Bird. And the third-year management student cans the third charity, and it's tied for the 3rd time in this ball game. 34-34.
Both teams have 7 team fouls apiece.
Cristan. No jumper for Cristan. Trillo moving it to the left side. To Roca. 13 on the clock. Cristan once again. Tioseco high up for that rebound, but it's taken by Trillo. Fresh shot clock for the Green Archers. Orfrecio's on the left side. No cutters yet. Mark Telan popping out. Finally, they give it to Maui Roca, who's fouled from behind by John Verayo.
Verayo, correct. Second personal on John Verayo, big boy John Verayo. This will be the penalty situation, so 2 free throws for Maui Roca. Roca has been shooting 73% from the stripe, 11 out of 15.
Roca converting. That first charity.
Yes, he has 12 points here in the first half. And also 4 rebounds.
Score right now, 36-34. Almost a steal by Luigi Trillo against Rentosa. Sison, well covered by Cristan. 19 on their shot clock. Pass inside. No one there. There's Telan. Trillo brings it down. On the left side, Maui Roca. Roca does not take the jumper. Trillo gives it to the right side. Cristan is free. Takes 2 dribbles and then this jumper offline. The rebound taken by Maui Roca.
Again, a big offensive board for Maui Roca. Did the right thing there. They want to set up, be patient, and we'll score the points. That's what he's saying.
Orfrecio to Mark Telan. Earlier, the jumper from there. This time he gives it to Trillo. Now Roca. 11 on the clock. Orfrecio. And the rebound is taken by Rentosa. To Tioseco to the right side. Well covered by Cristan. Good defense by Cristan. John Verayo on the right side. 22 on the clock. Ryan Pamintu on this jumper. Tioseco pushes out Sison, who touched it last.
Okay, we've got Pinzon in the ballgame again for Verayo. And Coach Kalilan, Coach Palu wants to match up Pinzon with Trillo. They want the ball handler now.
It's a more relaxed Joe with Chico on the De La Salle bench. 1:59 remaining in this first half. De La Salle by 2, 36-34. When you say improved shock absorption, energy return, and improved stability, what does that mean?
Oh yes, change the game.
Sounds like the Fila 2A system.
You bet. Change the game, Fila, huh? And what names, huh? You've got Grant Hill, of course.
Thank you for the shoes, Mr. Trillo. And
yes.
we went jogging in the rain with the new
yes, you
shoes.
bet.
Excellent.
I did the same thing, and thank you to Mr. Butch Albert and the whole Fila organization. Of course, Giorgio Lastimosa, he's in here and he's wearing his Fila shoes right now.
Junior Rentosa, tight quarters. Luigi Trillo from behind with a foul.
So that's going to be his first personal.
On the head of Pinzon. Better matchup, Pinzon versus Luigi Trillo earlier, a mismatch with LA Mumar against Luigi Trillo. And that was the reason for the early lead of De La Salle. And Ateneo going back towards the middle of the first half. Pinzon has another charity forthcoming.
His 50% free throw shooter. And hey, it's really taking the Philippines by storm. We're talking about Fila.
Earlier,
Change your game, yeah?
in your decade, you remember Bjorn Borg.
Oh yes, Bjorn Borg was all Fila, that's right. And Fila now is into golf, into all sportswear.
Fila and Grant Hill. Rebound taken by Pinzon to Tioseco. Almost bobbling. Takes the jumper. Tioseco, what a surprise move.
Yes.
That was a three courtesy of Milo from the parking lot.
And Jimmy, you're right, what a surprise move. Nobody thought he would take that.
Very confidently taking that three.
Tioseco with 6 points in the ball game.
Orfrecio, Roca, Luigi Trillo, 17 on the clock. Cross-court passing, Cristan. 3 dribbles and then the turn and then this fall away. Air ball underneath. Maui Roca struggling hard. Telan not saving it. Stepped on the baseline. Ateneans will keep the basketball and they keep the 2-point lead. A minute and 2 remaining in this half.
Okay, it's a man-to-man defense by La Salle, and Ateneo wants to spread the floor here.
Sison inside to Tioseco. Can't hit. Ventosa against Orfrecio. Foul by Orfrecio.
Well, he was a bit late, and he will pick up his first personal. June Ventosa a bit too fast for him, too quick. Of course, the Ateneans with the blue and white. Oh, that's Connie Mumar. Connie Reyes.
Yes, Son earlier played and partly responsible for that win over UST as LA Mumar. Then he doesn't match up well against De La Salle, especially against Luigi Trillo, who was replaced by Tunichi Pinzon and Ventosa. 40-36, a 4-point lead for the Ateneans, moving into the last few seconds of this first half.
Biggest lead now for the Ateneo at 4.
Luigi Trillo to Orfrecio. Ball fake and then he gives it back to the point guard. 17 on the clock. Orfrecio pops out. The right corner moves over to the left side now with Cristan. Mark Telan. Trillo, 7 on the clock. Good move by Luigi Trillo.
He bobbled somewhat but was able to recover. So long as you don't dribble that ball again, Jim, it's all right.
Tioseco again, this jumper.
Oh!
And it drops in. He must have mastered that spot.
Wow.
This Araneta hardcourt to make it 43-38. Almost a good alley-oop on that heave-ho play. Ateneans lead by 5 at the end of 20 minutes. 43-38. We'll be back. We're back live here at the Araneta Coliseum.
Oh, yes.
De La Salle versus Ateneo, Seniors Division ball game for the 59th season of the UAAP. It's a 5-point lead enjoyed by the Ateneans moving into the third quarter, mainly because of shooting from the field. Fairly even at the free throw line, but look at those numbers from the 3-point line, 3 out of 6, and that has been the difference. And that's why Ateneo has a 5-point lead, although De La Salle did enjoy a 10-point lead earlier at 19-9. Those numbers brought to you by Milo. And right now, the subject of our Kodak Most Valuable Picture is Baji Del Rosario. This is one for the ladies from the Ateneo, 16 years old. And the Most Valuable Picture is brought to you by Kodak, the official imaging sponsor. Baji Del Rosario. That's why the girls also watch the UAAP games.
Not only for the girls, huh? But for the men too.
Some of the men. The tip-off brought to you by Petron Gasoline, the breakthrough Petron with XCS, the power shift.
Well, we notice here that Tyrone Bautista is not starting this second half. He is saddled with 3 personals. And that's one of the reasons why Ateneo is able to come back here in the first half.
Orfrecio to Maui Roca against Sison. Trillo is against Luigi Pinzon. And this is Mark Telan. Steal by Pinzon. Quick hands. Trillo is right there quickly to match up to the speed of Pinzon. Ventosa will recover. Stumbles down.
Good hustle on the part of Cali Orfrecio. He dove for the ball and was able to get that turnover. So Calijohn Orfrecio, very good hustle on his part.
Would like to turn over to Jun Torquato right there underneath one of the baskets here at the Ateneo Coliseum.
Well, we've got team strategies for both teams. Both coaches have said that when it comes to a game like this, pretty much the strategies are out the door. They just need to play hard for both teams. Ateneo, however, said that they need to control the boards a lot better because of the rebounding of La Salle. The players are boxing out well, and Ateneo needs to control the boards a lot more. So back to you guys.
Strategies out of the door, except for that. Rebounding for the Ateneans. They want it much better for this half. Rebounding by Trillo. It ends up with Orfrecio. No whistle blown. Ventosa breaks it down. This is a 3-on-3. Ventosa in the paint. Takes it back to Luigi Pinzon. And he takes a shot.
That's very true. Our strategies don't count anymore. You know, you've got to play with a lot more hustle, a lot more spirit here. Every time, anytime Ateneo and La Salle will play.
Live action from the Araneta Coliseum. Ateneo 45, De La Salle 38. Orfrecio to Cristan. Now Maui Roca. Underneath, Orfrecio. Reverse layup. Too strong. Too much of an allowance given by Orfrecio.
And Ateneo is running, Jim. They are running.
Tioseco, Sison. Ventosa, this jumper. And now, this is Luigi Trillo off a rebound by Mark Telan. Orfrecio to Maui Roca. Cut by Trillo. No pass there. Tan to Mark Telan. To Trillo. 15 on their shot clock. Cristan takes this jumper. Tonichi Pinzon. Good boxing out by the Ateneans. Now Ventosa against Tan. He will be stopped in his tracks by the taller defender.
Jim, La Salle is 0 out of 11 from the 3-point region. Well, they should run a bit more, I think. They're setting up too much, not taking advantage of open court situations. As in that situation there.
Cristan keeping De La Salle alive. They're down by 5, 45-40. 17 minutes and 14 remaining. Sison wants motion from Ventosa. Ryan Pamintuan beats him, and this is Tonichi Pinzon. Ventosa kicks it back out to Tioseco, who's a threat from 3, but drives in this time. A little short though on his finger roll. Touch last by Mark Telan. The other Sison comes in to replace his twin brother.
Brandon coming in for Brian. So Ateneo will inbound on the baseline.
Aside from the numbers, Mr. Trillo, do you know the difference between Brandon and Brian? 45-40, a 5-point Ateneo lead. Pinzon at the baseline. What a shot by Pinzon. Was that reversed or what?
He took it straight to the hoop. Never mind Telan.
7-point lead.
You can see intensity. Ateneo's got it at this point. They're playing more intense basketball here.
Almost a block, but then the dipsy-do for Maui Roca nets him a pair of points. 5-point lead. Ateneans 47-42. 16 minutes and 31. Tioseco No finger roll this time, but again a miss. Tan threads the sideline against Ryan Pamintuan. Ball's over with Luigi Trillo back to Tan. No jumper there. Orfrecio doesn't take it.
They're a bit
Turn
tentative.
around.
Right?
Telan, yes.
Both Tristan and Cali Orfrecio are both tentative, but not Telan. He'll take that turnaround anytime.
Telan has been pushing his teammates to play more quickly. Ventosa, this shot is a three-point shot.
And Jimmy, those are three-point killers, huh?
Milo, three-point shot from Junior Ventosa of Ateneo makes it a six-point ball game, 50-44. Orfrecio to the left side. Telan did take the jumper, but then Pinzon threaded the baseline and was out of the playing court.
And
Maoi
that's
Roca,
Ryan Pamintuan in his rookie year, giving Mark Telan a run for his money right now.
Tristan. Maoi Roca is fouled by Sison. Hand check by Sison. But Maoi Roca, 13 on the shot clock. That's foul number 1 on Sison. 15 minutes and 32 remaining. It's a 6-point ball game on your screens right now. 50-44. Ateneans ahead. Tristan underneath makes it just a 4-point lead for Ateneo.
Good play. That's a good pass by Trillo to Tristan, who darted inside. Defense will have to come up a notch here for the last lights. That's going to be a charge on Ventosa. Junior Ventosa forced it by a bit there.
And he apologizes to the bench after that infraction.
That's his second personal foul. Pinzon is on Trillo.
This shot earlier by the Ateneans. 15 and 9 seconds remaining. 15 minutes and 9. Maoi Roca with the ball fake. Now Tristan, this 3-point shot rims out.
So Tristan has really been off from the outside.
Gabby checks in to replace Ryan Pamintuan, who gave a good account of himself. The other Sison from the bench is talking to his brother inside the hardcourt. Brandon and Brian looking out for each other. Junior Ventosa inside to Gabby from the bench. Tapped by Luigi Trillo. Excellent hands. And now this fast break. It doesn't drop though. Rebound. Tap to Pinzon. But then trying to save it, Maoi Roca, but it hits the foot of Luigi Trillo.
Right, wild and woolly action we're seeing here. That's okay, that's the way to play. You make errors, you come back.
Pinzon was speeding down, and so was Luigi Trillo. He couldn't save it, but then Maoi Roca trying to save it. Hit the foot of Luigi Trillo, who did try to save it once again, but to no avail. 4-point lead for Ateneo.
Okay, Tioseco is given a rest now. 0 out of 9 is Tristan from the 3-point region.
John Verayo a little short. Mark Telan for the rebound. After that miss, Tristan, and then it's Luigi Trillo. 23 on the shot clock. Trillo's free, takes the jumper. It drops in. Pinzon left him all alone. Now just a 2-point ball game. The Ateneans, beleaguered at this point. They have possession of the basketball though. John Verayo. 20 seconds on the clock. Sison takes a jumper. The short one drops in.
Defense of Tristan was not there. He tried to reach in, and that's when Sison went up.
Defense gambled and they relinquish what is now a 4-point lead, 52-48. Trillo with a drive this time. It drops in. He gets a foul from the defense.
Right, so it's Trillo all the way now, getting that foul from Pinzon. Chance for a 3-point play.
There was the open lane right there. Gabby wasn't able to shut it down. It was Ventosa who went head-to-head with Luigi Trillo, and he committed the foul. A chance to whittle the lead down to just 1.
11 points now for Luigi Trillo.
And the 3-point play.
3 rebounds.
13 minutes and 32 remaining.
Well, someone's got to step up for LaSalle Gym because Tyrone Bautista, remember, he's on the bench. And that's what Trillo's doing right now.
Feed zone to Sison, well covered by Cristan. Verayo's on the left side, Rentosa has the ball. Verayo gets it and passes off to Sison. Short. Was surprised by that pass, too sharp a trajectory. And Cristan getting the rebound, passes off underneath. Alley-oop play!
Beautiful play by LaSalle that time.
Interference by Gabby, but that was a foregone basket for Mark Telan.
So
De La Salle gets the lead.
finally they get the lead back again after leading by 10 points earlier.
Rentosa unleashes one. Yes, that's another three for Juni Rentosa.
He is hot, Jim. He is hot. And LaSalle will have to be wary of those three-point shooters from the Ateneo.
And that opens up the lane for the drives. Trillo inside. He charges on Gabby, who saw the line that Trillo was taking.
Right.
And Trillo will be called for the offensive foul right there. 55-53, Ateneans on top by 2. This time out.
UAAP Trivia is brought to you by PLDT. Mag PLDT Overseas Direct 00.
Call for lunch. I will call you up 'cause you're my automatic lover, number 1. Call for love.
UAAP Trivia was brought to you by PLDT. Mag PLDT Overseas Direct 00.
Oh yes, Mark Molina also does the analyst part of some of our PBL games. 55-53, 2-point ball game turnaround. Pamintuan will miss.
By the way, Jimmy, Tyrone Bautista is in the ball game again to add more firepower to LaSalle's cause. He has 3 personals against him. Look at that, 0 out of 10 from the 3-point territory. Cristan. Make that 0 of 11.
It will only get better though for Cristan.
Well, but he has a license to shoot. He has a hand from there. It's just that they're not sinking at this stage.
Yes, and it's part of their offensive pattern for Cristan to shoot those threes. Maui Roca working hard. This jumper is too sharp though. Pinson is trying to chase it down, but then
Mike Telan is going to pick up the foul against Brandon Sison. Watch that over here. Two fouls on Mike Telan.
pushing off with the right arm was Mark Telan.
Jimmy, keep in mind, should Ateneo win here, there will be 4 teams tied at 2 and 1 and 4 teams tied at 1 and 2.
Offline for Sison and the rebound by Roca. Still a 2-point ball game. Cristan pass over to Tyrone Bautista, and then Mark Telan up close.
Nice pass. Nice pass by Tyrone
There's
Bautista.
the left-hander.
And there is a foul. Let's see, is that a foul? Oh yes, by I didn't catch that action. Let's see. After the 2 points, Pamintuan will pick up the foul. And then, Pamintuan, I think, probably pushed Telan from behind. Anyway, it's all in the
Pamintuan,
game.
the rookie, getting the ire of Mark Telan.
Third foul is called on Ryan Pamintuan. He's going to sit down now. Tioseco is in the ball game. And so is Gabby. Pinson and Pamintuan sit down.
This could give De La Salle the 1-point lead.
Right.
If
And
Mark Telan is up to it.
Jim, we'd like to belated happy birthday to Mr. Ray Padua. Last July 15, a councilor of the 2nd district in Pasay City from Oni V and Boyo Campo.
Also belated happy birthday to Congressman Butchabad. It's still tied this ball game because Telan missed that charity. John Verayo takes the jumper. An air ball. Tioseco. Was it Tioseco tried to save it?
And how close can you get, Jim? Tied at 55. 11 minutes, 14 seconds remain. What a great game. Great action we're seeing here, huh?
For the 4th time, this ball game is tied. 3-point shooting. Ateneans have been better at it. Cristan, the law of averages, will chase him down, and he will probably convert towards the end of the ball game. Gabby for the rebound, gives it to Rentosa. Junior Rentosa, John Verayo on the right side, earlier the miss from that portion. Rentosa for this jumper. Good line, too strong. Hit the back rim. It goes to Luigi Trillo. Quickly moving over to their side of the hard court. Cristan. John Verayo in front of him. Mark Telan. Inside this layup. Oh yes. Veteran move by
Yes. And
Mark Telan.
the big man is being challenged right now and he's responding. Telan has got 15 points in the ball game and 5 rebounds. Oh, Gabby, that's his territory. They're playing physical against Maui Roca.
Tioseco. The miss. Recovery by Sison underneath. This reverse.
Big basket again by Brandon Sison. Did
Two
you see
good fakes.
how he hustled for that offensive board, huh?
And it's tied for the 5th time. 57-57. 9 minutes and 48 remaining. Luigi Trillo, Cristan, cut by Tyrone Bautista. Roca is just stalking the left side. Tyrone Bautista in and out to Trillo. Ball fake, and then finally the ball goes over to the left side. Maui Roca, tipsy-do. Nothing there. Mark Telan, blocked by Gabby. Rebound by Telan. Yes! Good second effort by Mark Clemens Telan.
And never giving up was Telan that time.
Rentosa to Tioseco. Gabby, the turn. Over to Rentosa. The foul will be committed by Maui Roca.
Oh, the bench will be given a technical. A technical will be given the bench of LaSalle.
For a while there, we thought the foul was called inside the paint, but then again, it was outside the hard court.
Right. So
Right at the heart of the De La Salle bench.
Trillo and Telan take a rest. We have Cali Orfrecio and Dominic Uy in the ball game once again.
Technical free throws. Junior Rentosa.
All important free throws, Jim. Yes, Juni's up to it, and he's got 17 points in this ball game.
This could be a 4-point swing. If Rentosa converts, there will be some offense from the Ateneans. They will keep possession. So this ball game's tied for the 6th time, 59-59. 9 minutes and 19 remaining. John Verayo will inbound right in front of the panel.
Yes, and Jimmy, those free throws, so that technical foul has to hurt at the end, especially if it's a very close game. Let's see.
It's stolen on a tap. This is Cristan on a 3-on-2. This layup, he was pushed away by John Verayo.
Who readily acknowledges that. Okay, let's see. Here comes Cristan. Verayo's there.
Could have been an excellent pass to the left side for the break. Cristan opting to do a layup though.
Only with 6 points, but he's got 7 big defensive boards.
This affords Cristan the opportunity to recover his shooting touch.
Yes, definitely. That's a missing ingredient actually in this LaSalle offense.
Sison will check it shortly as Cristan misses and John Verayo picks it up. Junior Rentosa looks down. No teammates. Sison on the right side, on the left side. Tioseco, Gabby lounging on the right side as Sison missing. Tioseco underneath the fake, and then this follow-up.
But that time, no defensive rebounding for LaSalle, and they paid dearly. Ateneo's got a 1-point lead.
61-60. Tan. Still nothing there for Cristan. Rentosa touched it last. No, rather it was Cristan that Rentosa tapped to.
Okay, Sison is in the ball game for who is it? Rentosa.
Pinson comes in.
And so does Telan for Roca.
Two point guards now for the Ateneans, manning the backcourt. Fresh from the benches, Tonichi Pinson, who's up against Orfrecio. Now this is Tioseco. Gabby is asking for that ball. Rentosa with a fake. Then it's Gabby. A lot of time, 14 seconds. Junior Rentosa, this jumper online, but it didn't drop. They get another chance at it. Pass inside to Gabby. Well covered.
He's going to be called for traveling. There was a double team effort that time on Gabby. That's the way it should be because Gabby is very strong inside. Very strong upper body strength.
Ateneans up by 1. Nasalites have possession of the basketball. Pinson is bothering the point guard, and He fouls Cristan.
Let's go to the team foul situation here. That's the second personal for Tonichi Ituri. Excuse me, Tonichi Pinzon. Say, oh, you know him, Jimmy. Anyway, 2 team fouls for LaSalle. Ateneo's got 6. And of course,
That was
Fritz Infante. Yes.
Calijohn, Orfrecio, 20 seconds on their clock. Mark Telan against Gabby Cui in the hole. Now to the left side. Cristan driving hard. Again, Tonichi Pinzon. This is a mismatch.
Yes, that's number 3 on Pinzon. Roca for Dominic Uy. You know, Dominic Uy hasn't really recovered yet. He suffered a sprain the last time around. And so he'll be lifted now by Maui Roca.
Roca to Cristan. Now on the right side. Turnaround. Good! Alley-oop play. Turned out to be one. Again, Maui Roca executing. 62-61. De La Salle has a 1-point lead. Tioseco. Junior Rentosa against Orfrecio. Very tight. Pass to Gabby Cui was intercepted by Maui Roca.
That was good defense that time by Orfrecio on Rentosa.
Cristan. Steal by Gabby Cui. He leads the break. Rather awkward moving Gabby Cui. Passes off to the wrong man, Maui Roca.
They're 2 down.
Could have opted to wait for his point guards. Tyrone Bautista with the ball fake. 20 on their shot clock. A lot of time. Mark Telan cut inside. Tyrone Bautista. That fake and then a foul by Tioseco.
Tioseco is going to pick up foul number 1. That's going to send Tyrone Bautista to the line. Trillo lifts Cristan.
And Tanchi comes in.
Yes, this guy can play the point. He's a good point man. Let's see what he can do here. But the thing is, he's in his rookie year, Jim. Let's see if the pressure will get to him.
Bautista missing. Missing both.
Yes. So
Verayo
again
for the rebound. Rentosa trying to find Tanchi underneath. Gives it up to John Verayo, traveling by John Verayo.
Yes, he forgot to put that ball down on the floor before starting that.
Tonichi Pinzon has 3 personal fouls, so Tanchi is the one to guard the designated point guard to press him on offense. That's Luigi Trillo, who has the basketball right now. Orfrecio passes over to the right side. And Bautista to Telan, finger roll, doesn't drop. Verayo to Junior Rentosa. Earlier, the gamble on the pass underneath. Tioseco forces one. John Verayo for the rebound.
The big rebound that was for Verayo.
Takes a jumper. However. Trillo leads the break. 3 on 2 for De La Salle. Tyrone Bautista. Trillo hits Rentosa. And he finds himself on the floor, and it's an offensive foul on Luigi Trillo. 6 minutes and a second remaining. This pass off, and then his momentum drove him to hit Junior Rentosa. Brian Pamintuan will check in.
So that's a 3rd personal for Trillo, and Verayo only 2 points today, averaging 23 a ball game.
Junior Rentosa against Orfrecio. Tanchi. Rentosa. Brian Pamintuan can't pass to no one. And then there's Tioseco to Rentosa. 9 on their shot clock. He knows there's only 6 seconds now. Gabby Cui is aware of it. It's stolen from him. He recovers. It will be a jump ball.
Well, that was credit that to Cali Orfrecio, who was able to tap that ball away from Gabby Cui. The double team effort,
Somehow looked like a mechanic slipping from underneath a parked car. They're fixing it underneath. And now it's a jump ball in front of the Ateneo front court.
And Pinzon is in the ball game for Rentosa, who's a bit winded, I think, at this stage. So that's a good move to rest him.
Pinzon with foul trouble. 5 minutes and 33. We're nearing now or never time here in this ball game between Ateneo and La Salle. Gabby winning over Maui Roca. Pinzon to Tanchi. The ball fake. Tanchi for this shot. It drops in.
I told you this guy can play, Jim. So he gives Ateneo the lead.
Easy ball fake and then 2 dribbles and then that shot. Pinzon not guarding Tan as closely as he was earlier. Pass inside, good pass to Tyrone Bautista. Pamintuan cannot control. Bautista is right there. Bodies dropping down underneath that court. One of them, Ryan Pamintuan.
Credit that offensive board to Maui Roca. He kept that ball alive, and that ball landed in the hands of Tyrone Bautista.
Pinzon with a good turn inside.
Coming from the outside was Tioseco, so that ball is going to belong to La Salle.
Tioseco came from the parking lot that time, outside the hard court. 4 minutes and 40. A 1-point lead for De La Salle University. Tan will give it to Tyrone Bautista. Tan, this time maybe it will drop in.
Finally he gets it to drop.
As we were saying, the law of averages will chase down Chris Tan.
Right. And that gives La Salle a 4-point lead, huh?
That's the magic of the 3-point shot right there. Gabby Ryan Pamintuan, that layup on a good pass inside.
Well, Tan, how many fouls? Tan, how many fouls does he have? Fouls. Tan.
67-65 is our score. Tyrone Bautista a bit offline. Ryan Pamintuan for
Jimmy, I was about
the
to
rebound.
say that Tan only has 1 foul, so maybe he should give up some fouls in defense.
Tanchi.
This man has been scoring on him.
Gets his own 3 after a short jumper earlier off a fake and then 2 dribbles.
And Jimmy, more importantly, he gives Ateneo the lead again.
Oh yes, 68-67. This Coliseum is throbbing. Maui Roca underneath. There'll be a foul called on Tanchi.
Yes, and that's going to send Tyrone Bautista to the stripe for 2. Only his first personal.
Paul Tanchi, the one who committed the foul, took his high school at the Faith Academy. Tyrone Bautista, the one who was the recipient of the foul, goes to the stripe.
All important charities.
Part of the mythical 10 of the UAAP last year, Tyrone Bautista.
Wow.
No shooter's bounce for Tyrone Bautista. This ball game could get tied on this next shot. Rebound, Ryan Pamintuan.
And the foul is given up. So that's going to be team foul number 4 for La Salle.
This ball game seems like it's going down
Roca's second
to the wire. 68-67. Ateneans on top by 1 and they have ball possession. This is Gabby to Tonichi Pinzon. Pinzon left side. Then he loses it. They dive for the basketball. Maui Roca.
You know, they're not, see, there was one last night down court already. They should have taken advantage of that. I know that they set up very well, very methodical, but sometimes you have to go to the break too.
Tyrone Bautista inside pass to Orfrecio, who mishandles the basketball at the baseline. De La Salle gives up possession of the basketball, and they're still down by 1 with 2 minutes and 41 remaining in this ball game.
Ateneo now a chance to increase that lead further, Jim.
Pinzon wants a pick set up by Gabby on the right side is Tioseco. Tioseco inside to Gabby now Pinzon. 16 on the clock. Tanchi in and out.
Strict man-to-man defense being played by La Salle here.
Pamintuan inside, Gabby Rebound taken by Mark Telan. On safe basketball being played by De La Salle University. They want this lead back. They're down by 1. Tristan has the basketball. Orfrecio on the right side. We're in the last 2 minutes.
Okay, they're rotating that ball, but Ateneo's defense is holding up. And Tristan, what a lucky bounce. Gets the lucky bounce.
We're in the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Nike. The people of Nike encourage you to just do it. Pinzon to Ryan Pamintuan. 1 point lead. Foul inside by De La Salle.
So
Free
Roca,
throw situation right there. Ateneans much better at it for this ball game.
and Rentosa is sent back to the ball game. They want him to take those threes from the outside, Jim.
And you've got 3 point guards for the Ateneans right now. Tanchi, Pinzon, Rentosa. Rentosa can shoot. Kui needs to rebound, and that's why they also have Ryan Pamintuan. Defending, Mark Telan, Tyrone, Bautista, Tristan, Calijohn, Orfrecio, Maoi, Roca. Working hard, Gabby, Kui for the inbound. This is Pinzon against Orfrecio. We're coming to you live from the Araneta Coliseum. This is not a delayed telecast, and this will be a live result, and she is anxious. Calijohn, Orfrecio. La Salle needs a 3, but from whom? Tyrone, Bautista, Mark Telan, maybe a drive from Mark Telan. He kicks it back to Orfrecio. Only 4 seconds on the clock. Tan will nail it from 3!
So Tan now with 16 points in the ball game.
And that gives De La Salle a 5-point lead. And La Salle gets the basketball.
A big finishing kick here by La Salle, but that's still a long time. Still a long time.
73-68, De La Salle by 5. We've got a timeout.
The 59th UAAP season would like to thank Gatorade, the UAAP's official thirst quencher. Jollibee, ito ang urig, walang kasing sarap. Kodak, the official imaging sponsor. Milo, Go Milo, the official energy drink of the 1996 Philippine Olympic team. Petron, the breakthrough Petron with XCS, the power ship. PLDT, Mag PLDT Overseas Direct 00.
Hey, you can be 0 for 10, but for as long as your 3-point shots drop in the last 2 minutes of the ball game, it's welcome anytime. From Tristan, Luigi Trillo is fouled by John Verayo.
Right, that is so
as we look at that slow-mo of Tristan celebrating.
Let him celebrate. But anyway, that was a good play set up by La Salle to free the man. Fourth personal is called on John Verayo. And Trillo, who's coming for Orfrecio, is going to go to the stripe for 2. He hasn't been shooting very well from there. About 29%.
These could be the winning baskets for the De La Salle Green Archers with 43 seconds remaining. A 5-point lead. Safely. This victory could be put away. First free throw, too sharp. Needs one more.
A bit cold off the bench.
Paz Garcia and staff of Silver Star Sports as we look at Pinzon underneath the handoff to Gabby Kui. Pinzon wiggles out once again.
3-second violation is going to be called on Ateneo. What was that?
Oh, yes, that's correct.
Yes,
Too much time in the green paint. In green territory.
So Ateneo will go for the foul again here. 32 seconds remaining.
Ball's over at the left side. Tyrone Bautista. Pressure defense by Sandy Arespa Cochaga.
And he gives up the foul. Well, you've got to stop the shot clock, and that's the only way to do it. Foul, and hope they miss. Third personal is called on Aris Pacochaga.
Kristan had a lot of time to practice his three-point shots, and as we did mention earlier, the law of averages will chase him down, but positively for De La Salle.
And that's a good move on the part of Coach Chico, taking out Tan, putting in Orfrecio, because Tan's defense suffered somewhat today. But definitely he had good rebounding and good three-point shots at the end game. Tyrone Bautista keeps on missing, huh?
From the strike.
That's Coach Chico.
But it's a safe lead of 6 points, 74-68. If he sinks one, this will be a one-ball game for De La Salle University. Oh, yes.
Not quite. Let's see, huh?
Ateneans need quick offense, a quick three. They're looking to Rentosa, but Rentosa's well covered. There's Rentosa. There's this jumper. Doesn't drop, though. The rebound taken by Maui Roca, who's fouled at the baseline. This is a one-ball game for De La Salle University. And it was decided in the last 2 minutes, and it had to come from someone who was missing all his three-point shots for most of the ball game. And then when it mattered, it dropped in. We're talking of Kristan, who's now cooling his heels at the bench and waving that white towel, cheering the gallery on.
So with this victory of De La Salle, they will move up to 3 wins and no losses for solo lead.
Maui Roca missing.
La Salle's free throw shooting is really very low. The percentage is down.
We'd like to thank Pet Shop, now celebrating a decade of ideas and expression in one voice. Nike, just do it, and Islacom Cellular. 17 points, 10 rebounds. Excellent numbers by Maui Roca. Rebound taken by Tyrone Bautista. And he's fouled quickly by Junior Rentosa.
So he wants to go to the line and hope to sink 2 free throws here. Third personal on Junior Rentosa.
De La Salle followed the method of methodical execution. They were not able to execute in the early going of this ball game, but then towards the end, with a three from Kristan,
Patience did it, huh?
they got the momentum back, and they have this lead. They're about to notch victory number 3, is it? Sandieres Pacochaga is fouled
by Tyrone Bautista from behind. So Sandy is going to the stripe for 3. But what a great ball game it was, Jim, all around. Ateneo taking a 5-point lead at the half. La Salle coming back, and then it was snip and tap in the last 3 minutes maybe.
De La Salle enjoyed an early 10-point lead. Ateneo got it back, got a 7-point lead at 47-40. The last time this game was tied was at 59-59. And now it's 76-68 in favor of De La Salle University and their Green Archers, Sandieres Pacochaga. Finally, 6-1. It was a 3-point attempt. Another free throw forthcoming for Sandieres Pacochaga. It's the glass, but it goes to Mark Telan, who's fouled by Tioseco.
Well, only 2 seconds remaining now. That's going to send Mark Telan to the line.
Live action from the Araneta Coliseum, and only 2 seconds remaining. Some more free throws, then a better
again. It was
score sheet for De La Salle University for the first round.
Experience down the line won this ball game for De La Salle. Ateneo came back strong, like you say, even led by 7 points, as we see Telan bury his first free throw.
Archer celebrating, but this is just the first round. There will still be another meeting of Ateneo versus De La Salle. The miss on the second attempt. This is live action from the Araneta Coliseum, in spite of the news break you had earlier. Heave-ho play almost dropped in. De La Salle wins this first round ball game against Ateneo, 77-69. We'll be back. verdict's out, and it's an important win for De La Salle's Jong Wichico, who is coaching this squad, Vice Virgil Villavicencio, and it's 77-69. Let's move over to Jude Torquato and Jong and Kristan.
Okay, guys, we're here with the two men most responsible for this De La Salle win, of course, Coach Jong and Kristan. First, Coach Jong. Coach, when you took on this job at De La Salle, you knew that 2 times a year you play Ateneo. And how's it feel to win your first Ateneo game?
Yeah, it's very nice. I'm very happy. I'm very glad that the boys really played as hard as they can. They were tired, but they stayed there. They didn't lose hope, and I hope it continues till the end of the UAAP season.
Coach, you said they didn't lose hope. You were down in the first half. What made the difference in the second half for you guys to pull away?
Frankly speaking, I really don't know. It's just that they really played hard. We just told them to just keep playing, play the best you can, and hopefully good things will happen. And you know, I guess it paid off.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Yeah. Let's turn over to Mr. Team Captain of De La Salle, Kristan. Chris, you hit that last 3-pointer there that really broke the back of Ateneo. But before that, you had missed like 5 or 6 in a row 3-pointers. What was going through your mind?
Kasi during halftime, kinausap ako ng coaching staff tsaka the players. They were saying na, Chris, just tsaga lang, tapos babaksak din yan. With the help of the Lord, pumaksak din. Sumot din.
See, Coach, he had a lot of confidence in you to have you in there. How's it feel? 5th year mo na ngayon, captain ka, tas nanalo kayo against Ateneo.
Siguro it's probably one of the sweetest victories I had in my whole entire basketball career. Tsaka, talagang it was will and pride na nag-drive sa mga players, sa teammates ko. Tsaka, it was a team effort. Everybody played well. Everybody tried their best. Tsaka, thanks to the Lord, we won.
So again, Chris, congratulations. Enjoy this victory. Well, we'll be back to wrap this game up with Jim and Wacky after these messages.
Earlier, we gave you a sneak peek of the schedule for next week, as Wacky Trillo's right here beside me, and also beside us is Jude Torquato. Before we give you the schedule for next week, you've got a question for him.
Yeah, no. See my smile? I'm the rose between two thorns now, but still it's Atenean friends of mine. You think they're coming back strong in the second round? Ateneo is, you think? What do you think?
All I can say, Wacky, is if this game is any indication of the rest of the year, we're in for a good Ateneo-La Salle rivalry this year.
Okay. Your Atenean here has answered my question. Are you going to win in the second round?
Very safe. While I'll choke him to death, you look at the schedule on your screen right now. This is my opportunity. And those are the games: Ateneo versus UE and UP versus FEU. That will be live, the UP versus FEU. And the Ateneo versus UE will be aired the next day on Sunday. So that's the schedule for next week. On behalf of Jude Torquato, Wacky Trillo, I'm Jimmy Javier saying goodbye for Silver Star Sports. We'll see you next week.